week out to prophesy the downfall of America, which spiritually calls Saddam in Egypt in the scriptures. But first and foremost, want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, HaMakadosh, and double honors to the apostles and the others at GMS and the Hakim, which is for the truth and its sincerity. So, Lord willing, this camp's edifying. Love the Spirit, power, Yahweh, hey, so we're out here, another day, some water for our Lord allowing us to come out here and serve Him. And hey, coming into this walk, hey, you got to change your life in all aspects. You got to change your habits, what you learn in the world, your characteristics. Even going into diet, changing your diet, watching what you eat. Because hey, this world is completely polluted, and everything in this place has different chemicals. They're now talking about putting lithium in the water. So hey, going on a detox is a good thing. It's good for your mind, good for your spirit, because hey, your body is getting cleansed out. And when your body is clean, hey, the spirit dwells with you more. You got how the Lord told Esdras to go out in the field and just eat flowers. How Daniel that they ate the pulse. Because your body, your vessel becomes clean. Demons come into a dirty environment, and start with cleansing your mind first and foremost, according to what the Lord wants. But your body's important too, because hey, everything you ingest affects how you feel.
Romans 12:1, it says, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Yeah, renewing your mind to what? To what the Lord wants. And be not conformed to this world. Be separate. Hey, we're a holy people, so hey, if this world is ran by Esau, the wicked, hey, everything here is wicked. So you got to be separate from this place. Any way you can to depart, following the Lord, die. That's a form of separating yourself. Not going to McDonald's, Burger King. All that food is garbage. It affects your mind. It affects how you feel. Eating, having healthy habits, and that takes discipline. What's a trait of being a man is discipline. Having the discipline to pick a salad over the donut.
This is Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 13. And Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Yashar'Allah eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them.
Hey, this food is defiled. So really, even when you eat healthy, you're just eating the best of the worst. The best of the worst. You eat organic stuff. Hey, all this stuff still got chemicals. Everything's defiled. But hey, making the effort to eat those good things, and that's gonna make you feel better. You're gonna get less anxiety, less depression, which those are demons. But hey, you pray to the Lord. Hey, you eat good food. You pray over your food. And the Lord gives you the right nutrients for your body to be in a healthy state. You got that?
Yeah, good. Let me see.
There's only so long you can run when you don't know the scripture.
Well, I mean, this dude, I bet you he gets beat up out here, buddy. So, I mean, these demons know who the real soldiers of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai are. This guy always gets beat up. And you always have these wicked ass Israelites that, you know, are looking for some type of hope or whatever, and they're led straight to Satan because the Most High has blocked them from receiving the truth, which is, you know, the Most High showing His love on you. You know?
Yeah, this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 30, verse 21. Give not over thy mind to heaviness, and afflict not thyself in thine own counsel. The gladness of the heart is the life of man, and the joyfulness of a man prolongeth his days. Love thine own soul, and comfort thy heart. Remove sorrow far from me.
Comfort thine own soul. You know, don't afflict yourself in your own counsel. Hey, you gotta be good to yourself. Hey, you know, you beat yourself down sometimes. Which with that comes, bro. But hey, be good to yourself. You know, hey, love yourself. You know, hey, and part of that is eating healthy. You know, taking care of your body, your temple, and that's part of loving yourself. You know, feeling good, feeling good about yourself, confident. We're serving the Lord. The Wadi Yahweh Shai for allowing us to serve Him, man. You know, this is a blessing to be able to come out here and do the will of the Most High. You know, you beat yourself down, you flip yourself in your own mind. You know, but rejoice because you're still coming out, you're still serving the Lord, you're still changing your ways. You know, and you're being renewed. You're being renewed in your mind to follow what the Lord wants.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 12. Seek not death in the air of your life, and pull not upon yourselves destruction with the works of your hands. For the Most High made not death, neither have He pleasure in the destruction of the living.
Yeah, seek not death in the air of your life. You know, sometimes you'll get them demons like you want to hurt yourself, like suicide demons.
Like even like with different vices that these people use to cope with whatever problems and situations that they got going on in life. Whether it be excess alcohol, that's adding destruction on yourself, drugs, adding destruction on yourself, you know, a lewd lifestyle, you know, look at the destruction these people have added onto themselves just by being a part of that LGBT community, man, or the alphabet group, man. You know, we tell you through the scriptures, these wise words, these words of wisdom, that those things are not expedient onto you in this life, nor even in the life to come, man. Those are things that you shouldn't be, man. Those are examples. You know, so you got a lot of these people that commit suicide. They're gonna be jumping out of the buildings, the high rises as they already are. They're adding destruction onto themselves, man. You know, the Most High said, whoever shall destroy the temple shall be destroyed. Not quoting verbatim, man. You know?
Yeah, the brother mentioned alcohol. Hey, alcohol, it's lawful in the scripture, but in excess, that shit, that puts demons on you. You know, and I know this, you know, very well. You know, that's I struggle with that. You know, but hey, when you start detoxing from alcohol, that's not a light thing. You get the shakes and shit because your body's getting all chemicals out. And you know, that slowly destroys your body. Excess, when your liver gets all fucked up, your kidneys get all fucked up.
That's the number one thing is the liver, man. Because your liver is a vital organ that has so many different processes that aid in the body's function, you know? And when it's distorted, then, you know, you're not living at your optimal peak. You're living at a detriment because you're not, your body's not functioning out of equilibrium, man. You know? And then some of the symptoms you might, just like the brother said, you might get the shakes. You know, you might be itchy all over. You might have pains in your right upper, what they call it, quadrant, because that's where your liver is at, you know? And that all happens from excess, man. You You know, and that's a problem with America in general. To the point where Esau's saying that all the new cars gotta come with an interlock or a breath analyzer, man. You know, which the scriptures say in the book of Tobit, dealing with alcohol, not to go on your journeys after the wine, man. And we see the consequence of that every time you go to the news. Somebody got hit by a drunk driver, or a drunk driver crashed, and this, that, and the souls are getting summoned back to the spirit world, man. But we have this blueprint to instruct us on how to conduct ourselves and how to live, man. And when you're always souped up on alcohol and you're an alcoholic, you ain't trying to do nothing about it. It affects your relationships, not only with brothers, but could affect your relationships with your woman. It'll affect relationships at your job. You might even lose a job. Or you might get in an altercation where you end up being locked up, man. And these are the tools that Satan uses against us, man. Added with a little sprinkle of depression. Because depression causes a lot of people to drink it. Then when you drink in excess, you become more depressed. So you have to have a voice in your life, which is the scriptures, to motivate you, to be more positive and be more productive. So you won't be in that state, that mind state of, being depressed and through.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 12. Seek not death in the error of your life, and pull not upon yourselves destruction with the works of your hands. So just like the brother was going into, Satan was going into as well. We got a lot of things that we can, the Lord gave us, like alcohol, the blood of the grape, as the scripture says. And you can use that to, relax. You can use that to have a good time. But in excess, Satan can have you, drink more than you should and get into something, man. It said to not bring on destruction upon yourself by your own hands. And there's things that are lawful but not expedient all the time. Or they're lawful but in excess. By you accessing these elements, you can hurt yourself, man. Like the brother mentioned, you can fuck up relationships, man. With your family, your kids. Alright? It can cause you to get in a car crash and kill yourself, man. So you gotta always be mindful of yourself, your surroundings, how you treat yourself.
Everybody had their turn.
Things that you eat.
The crucified, sacrifice, or whatever the school say, what they wanted to do. Can't put somebody to what they can't do.
And those things that affect your spirit affect how you conduct yourself out there. So yeah, I'm gonna read that one more time. And it reads, seek not death in the error of your life. We're in the predicament we're in. We're suffering because we transgress Yahweh's laws, statutes, and commandments. And sometimes it does get hard. Sometimes you do get demons on you. Sometimes you get a demon on you that makes it so heavy, it makes you want to think crazy thoughts about harming yourself, man. But the scripture says to seek not death in the error of your life. We all going through fucked up shit, man. Excuse my Italian, man. We all going through things, man. But Yahweh Shem Yahushai promised that those that endure unto the end are going to be saved. You got to keep the faith. This is not our rest, like Micah 2 and 10 says. The food, the people are defiled. Okay? It's all in error. But you shouldn't want to harm yourself. That's why you got to be in the scriptures, man. It says, and pull not upon yourselves destruction with the works of your hands, meaning them suicidal thoughts aren't right. Them demons that come into your mind, it's right that they're doing it because that's their job. But for you to dwell on those thoughts or to allow them there, you got to rebuke these spirits, man. That's why the Lord gave us this word. This word is a sword, man. It's a weapon. And you got to use it to battle these demons off. But what?
Yeah, I want to say also prayer, man. A lot of brothers say
prayer.
when they are in some type of predicament, they tell brothers to pray it out, man. You know, just pray it out. Whatever you're going through, just pray it out, man. Fasting prayers, the brothers say. Those are the tools that we need to succeed as times get worse, man. What do they call the new word that's circulating around the world right now is trepidation, man. Look at that word.
I got a quick one to back you up. This is Luke 21 and 36. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man.
Yeah, like the brother said, hey, always praying for everything. You know, that's a spirit. I was gonna mention that too. For everything, you get stressed out, you get depressed, you get anxiety. Hey, you say, you pray to the Lord. You know, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Baba Kasha Shalakia Dama Raka. Send me a calming spirit. You know, hey, and that's a simple prayer that you say when you get stressed out, you get anxiety. Hey, prayer is a high level thing. The fact that we can pray to the Lord, you know, he doesn't allow all these people to pray to him. And the fact that he hears your prayers, hey, you immediately feel it. Hey, your spirit calms down. You start tripping off dumb shit, you know, stressing off things that don't even matter. Because Satan will be on your mind telling you, oh, what if this happened? What if that happened? Can you get the thoughts of mortal men? Miserable things.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 30, verse 14. Better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body. Health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above offended health. There is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart.
Hey, no riches above a sound body. You know, hey, when your body is a healthy man, you're in a healthy state. Hey, everything feels better, man. You're happier. You have more energy. You have to sleep less. You go to sleep when your body's functioning on a healthy level. Hey, you don't need much sleep. You get up, you hear the alarm. You don't even gotta hit the snooze button, because your body regenerates a lot faster, and you're happier because your body produces more of the happy chemicals, which is serotonin. Your body produces serotonin. Yeah, which if you eat things with tryptophan in it, it helps your body to produce that happy drug. Which dark chocolate, cacao, yams, sweet potatoes.
What about dopamine? Don't your brain produce that? Or like happy feelings and shit? Yeah, so that's what it's released when you're eating those comfort foods and doing the certain drugs.
That's when you get the term dopamine.
Dopamine is your body's natural reward.
Yeah.
That's what that is. So a healthy dopamine dose would be, if you help a brother out of a bad situation, that feeling that comes over you, that's a shot of dopamine. Or you bust down a hard ass workout and complete it, or a challenge, or you do something to build something that took you a long. When you finish it, you're looking at the end product and you're feeling happy and shit. That's a dopamine shot. That's your body's natural reward system. Drugs hijacks that system, or the different things like pornography hijacks your dopamine system because it gives you an instant high. You didn't have to work to get that woman out of her clothes or whatever. You just push the play button or click on a link. So that shit is that's what gives people a short attention span. What gets people it's an addictive. America is a fast track to addiction, man.
It's an instant reward.
Instant reward, like way, for women, they get it the worst because they got Instagram, OnlyFans, you know, all these different outlets to where they get the fast dopamine hits, man. That's why the social media is a weapon aimed at your fucking mind.
Really aimed at the woman too. Like all the marketing and everything is geared to women. Women are the not that, but well that too, but they're the number one consumers, man. You know, so everything is geared in this society towards a woman. The woman is a weaker vessel, so you know, she already sometimes, for the most times, has a hormonal imbalance. So, you know, that's the reason why they smoke all fucking day, man. How many of these Jake women always smoking that stress weed and shit? And they have to do it or they'll go fucking nuts. They'll go crazy. Because their body is so used and addicted to that over excess of that chemical or that hormone dopamine that, you know, they need that shit in order to function, just like an addict, man. Or they'll start going through withdrawals. You know, even I'm pretty sure a lot of you have wicked ass woman that smoked, and then when she wasn't smoking, her weed supply dried up, she gave you pure hell, man. And you're like, what the fuck is this? But really, it's her going through withdrawal, man. You know, which withdrawal can kill you. So Esau knew what he was doing when he was pushing all these narcotics and all these drugs and alcohol, all these people. You know, despite all the addiction, they still got the billboards, they still got commercials with liquor and this, that, and the third. You know, Corona or what's that other one? Modelo or Dos Cues. Yeah, however you say it. You know, so Esau is constantly bombarding on people with wickedness, man.
This 1 Timothy 5 and 6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. Hey, these women, all they live for is pleasure. You know, like the brother was bringing out with the social media. You know, the dopamine. You know, they're all addicted to pleasure. This world, this society teaches you to be addicted to this pleasure. But what does the scripture say? Having temperance, you know, self-control. You know, when you're practicing self-control, that's delayed gratification. You know, not instant. You know, like everything is here.
I wouldn't even call it delayed. I'd call it earned. It's earned gratitude. You earned it.
Yeah, not to cut you off, but this society, they don't have their reward system is all torn down because you get rewarded for anything. You get a pat on the back for whatever.
Participation.
You know, you don't actually are put in the position to work hard and try to succeed in anything, man. It's instant gratification because this society runs on convenience, man. That's why you have all these fast foods. That's why you have them pushing that internet of things so you can have things instantly. You don't have to have keys. You just walk to your car and your chip is going to unlock your door once it recognizes whatever code or whatever is on the chip that is being read, you know, by the car unlock your door. It's instant. And that's what Esau's trying to push. He's trying to push a technocratic rule.
Even vehicles in themselves.
They're smart vehicles.
You know, even vehicles in themselves they're bad for you, man, because where, say your store is a couple blocks down from your house, you have people that have jumped in the car to drive down the street. They don't walk anywhere, they drive everywhere. No matter where the fuck it's at, they drive there instead of walk. I've seen a video of this guy that lost like 400 pounds and he started just by using his car less. Just by walking to the store when he needed to go to the store, walking places. He lost a hell of weight just by doing that. You know what I mean?
I got a This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. For that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart.
Which is why America's done. You look at the final stages, right, where that's exactly what the scripture just said. The house of feasting is the end of all men. And America is what? America is the house of feasting, man. That's why this place has the fattest, stupidest fucking population on earth, man. You can't go anywhere without seeing bug outs all over the place. You know, you watch videos of people that go around asking simple questions, and nobody knows the fucking answers to them. Simple ass questions, man. Like name the capital of this state. They couldn't tell you. You know, where is Africa at on the map? You know.
Or what was that question you said last week?
Turkmenistan.
Yeah, Turkmenistan.
Turkmenistan is Constantinople, right? Turkey, right? Turkmenistan, Istanbul.
Turkmenistan is like something fucking.
Seems like Europe.
Yeah.
Russia. In that Asian region, because Russia, its landmass expands. It's vast, man. It's like
where the fuck I just threw that out there.
it's like 16 time zones, man, in Russia alone. That's how vast their land is. But yeah, it's like close to China, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
But
Like Pakistan, all the other places.
Kazakhstan. Very nice. But what was I talking about? The house of feasting is you know, you look at, this is Rome all over again. The end of the Roman Empire was what, man? It was the house of feasting. Yeah, man, it was nothing, like the brother said, bread and circus, you know. Just food and entertainment, everything, you know. And they have it down to where you don't even gotta leave your house, man. The entertainment is fucking in everybody's pocket, bro.
Hey, you know what? Elder Monatazak from South Carolina, he did a video, an update, the aftermath of, Hurricane Ian, and the people that he was filming or whatever, they beat him to the beach, and they were all back to normal. Had the tent set up for business, driving down the street, revving their engines and shit. Like, Jake doesn't understand the scorches, man.
That's why it says they're gonna be eating and drinking.
Yeah, they were all back to business, like back to doing their wickedness. After, who knows how many people lost their lives just in the past couple of days from those storms. But you still have these people not considering that. Why did this judgment even come, man?
But they don't know they thought it was just a storm, man. They don't understand what
that happens all the time.
Yeah, they ain't thinking about whether the Lord brought it upon them or not. When it tells you in the scriptures, that's how the Lord visits you, is through tempest, through storm, through earthquake, man. Yeah. You know, through disease, war, famine, all these different plagues that happen to you. That's why when Israel was prosperous, the Lord said nothing's gonna touch you, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not a fucking hornet's gonna sting you. You know, a lion ain't gonna fuck with you, man.
Well, even in the kingdom, we're gonna have a covering from the shade, man. And then I remember a long time ago, the apostles brought it out that there's gonna be clouds covering us, like chariots and whatnot, keeping us from the heat of the sun, man. So it's gonna, man. This place is raggedy, man.
Is Matthew 24 and 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Yeah, so hey, that's how these people are. Like brother brought out, and the people came out, after that hurricane, and then they kept doing what they were doing, partying, drinking. That's all these people care about is murder. You know, just you know, having fun.
Yeah. It says the Lord, you know, if America were to collapse into a state of turmoil, it's just going to be a big block party for Jake.
Well, you know how excited they get when they hear about a purge.
Jason be like, yeah. Well, they had that. I watched a video that out in Chicago, they had like a full-on fucking gang fight where 70 shots were fired, and nobody got arrested for it. They just said it was mutual combat, bro. So I mean, Jake already loves that condition, I guess.
Yeah, everybody wants to. They want to big up the next person, not big them up, but like they want to. If you do it, I'm gonna do it more wicked. I'm gonna be more wicked with it. You know, that's how they get their stripes out.
Fucking Jake, bro. This Jake will boast about the murder rate in their city, like it's a good thing.
Yeah, they exceeded the deeds of the wicked.
They love death.
But really, that's not even the mind state of our people, though. You know, yeah, we are a people of warriors and whatnot, but you know, we're a peaceful people, man. Dwelling in tents, chilling, barbecuing all the time, man. Throwing parties and whatnot. Quinceañera. You know what I'm saying? The spirit of Jake, man. Every nation of the nations of Israel, they're all about, you know, just kicking back, inviting friends and family to the house, and you know, having a powwow, man.
Hey, bro, Irish will party at a funeral, bro.
Yeah.
They call it a wake.
Drinking the finest Irish whiskey, man.
Yeah, he fucking dead. Jake right here doing a jig.
And that's something about our people. All the tribes is a bunch of drinkers. If you look at it, or the majority of them, you know, like to have a shot of tequila or, you know, or some wine. You got Issacharites that love beer, you know, which they probably have some of the best beer besides, they probably have some of the best beer besides, you know, other Jake nations, man. But American beer is all thick and heavy and filled with all types of abominable shit.
Years ago, they were saying that they were trying to produce beer out of woman's yeast.
Yeah.
Bad yeast, bro.
Bad yeast.
It's all bad. Take a script.
Say you will eat your defiled bread among the Gentiles. Well, these people, they don't have any fucking laws to govern them. They don't have a moral code. This is a moral code. They talk about moral compass. But where does morality come from? Because if you just say, like, you got to have a moral compass, well, who decides what's moral? Who decides what's right and what's wrong? You know, you go into the scriptures and you start talking about what's right and what's wrong. People think you're a fucking devil. Homosexuality is wrong. Homosexuality is immoral. They'll look at you like you're a demon, bro. So who decides fucking what's moral and what's not moral, you know? Esau tells you live and let live. The scriptures don't tell you that. You know? So your moral compass has to come from the scriptures so that you know right from wrong. These people, they don't know right from wrong, so they do. That's why Esau will do any fucking thing. Look at all the experiments he does, bro. You know what I mean? He's got animals, he got fucking tons of animals locked in cages right now, just injecting them with all kinds of different drugs. Doing all kinds of weird experiments on them, bro. There's that dude, Dr. Fauci, he owns an experiment called like the pain experiment or some shit, where he literally just tortures animals to see how far he can take it. And there's like pictures on the internet of like dogs with their heads in these fucking containers with like flies swarming in there. He killed these dogs by putting their head in a box full of flies. So they suffocated or got like bacterial infection and died from that shit, man. That's fucking psychotic.
Isaiah chapter 1, verse 19. If you be willing and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land. But if you refuse and rebel, ye shall be devoured with the sword. For the mouth of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai has spoken it. How is the faith of the city become an harlot? It was full of judgment, righteousness lodged in it. But now, murderers. Just to back up what the brothers are going into, prior to the spirit kind of moving a bit. But that's how Jacob's becoming. Okay, we are a righteous nation of people. Kings, priests, we were keeping the laws, statutes, commandments, and, way better than we are today. But then Jake just became wicked, man. Okay, became murderers, man. Look at how Jake is today. The majority of the youth of our people are just killing each other, man. And they're not killing each other in self-defense either, man. Alright, they're murdering each other, man. Cold blood. Alright, they'll actually follow you to where you're to your house, shoot it up the next night and kill your fucking little sister or something, man. Shoot the grandma.
Then go to the funeral and shoot that up.
Then go to the funeral and shoot it up. Oh, we didn't get to that. We gotta go make sure he's dead.
And then, if
He's gonna be there.
they see your mom paying homage to you at your tombstone, they're gonna kill her. They did that.
Yeah, that's how our people become, man. Went from being a righteous, godly people, God-fearing, to a straight demonic, wicked nation, man. That's why the Lord gonna kill 2/3, man. It's prophesied all throughout the scripture the Lord gonna kill 2/3. Yeah, reprobate silver. Okay? That's where all your preaching is so importantly, man. It's so important. Because there's a chance that you could be part of that elect, the 1/3. I mean, if you're hearing this, it's more than likely. Because 2/3 ain't gonna hear this, man. They're gonna cast it behind them. The majority of the people we come in contact with are 2/3, man. The majority of our people. These other nations that are here in America, they're gonna die here, man. If you're so-called Chinese, that goes back to Moab. So-called Japanese, that goes back to what's his name, Benami. You stay here in America, you're gonna die here, man.
This Deuteronomy 4 and 5, behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord Yahweh my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great, who hath the Most High so nigh unto them, as the Lord Yahweh our power is in all things that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great that hath statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law which I set before you today? So there was a time when our people were following the laws. These other nations, they would see it and they're like, hey, these are wise people. Well, they're righteous, and the Lord only granted these laws, statutes, and commandments to Israel. So that separates us from these other nations. So hey, we got to separate ourselves from this place, from Babylon, and come back to our heritage. Which is these scriptures.
I got a precept when you're talking about prostitution. This is Proverbs chapter 12, verse 10. A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel.
And tender mercies of the wicked are cruel, man. Look at Gad. Look at Gad, bro. Took this entire country from him and then left him on reservations. That was Esau's mercy right there. So said, here, I'll give you these little plots of land. And then we'll give you a reduction in the cigarette tax. And you can run casinos. Which Esau hijacked the casinos, didn't he?
No, I was gonna say he's been doing that for centuries, man. Like experimenting on different things. Where do you think his medical industry came from, man? The majority of his medical industry came from him experimenting on his slaves, experimenting on so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Which, you know, you have a lot of Hispanics that think, oh, we were never slaves. Hell yeah, you were slaves, man. No, they was fucking you up way before they fucked up the Southern Kingdom, man. No, they were killing you for sport. They were killing you so horrifically, you know, that they were right about how they wish they were still killing you, man. All the destruction that happened onto our people, man. You know, so this devil gotta go. You know?
That's it tells you in the scriptures that Esau would live by the sword. It tells you in the scriptures that the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. That's why everything is messed up.
Turning the things upside down.
Yeah, what's that? Proverbs 29 and 2, I think.
Oh, you know, well, someone else can get it.
This Proverbs 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Yeah, when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Alright? They want the population to be the way that it is now. Confused, stupid, excessive, impulsive. Alright? Because it's easily manipulated and controlled. They want you to stay in a state of fucking depression and mourning. You know, pharma's biggest industry is antidepressants.
That's why I had to get off that shit when I was younger, man. Because that's the whole industry, like, you know, have all those different side effects. You know, and it doesn't help you, man. It just keeps you coming back. Because, you know, when I was watching the Illuminati projects and shit, and had the whole 300 videos on YouTube, I came across a true statement. They're not in the business of making cures. They ain't even saying the C word, they call it the C word. Because if they had a cure for all the things that, you know, they say they have a solution for, they will be out of business. Because their whole thing is to make as much money as they can. To reap. Just as the scriptures say in Obadiah, thief would have left his bleeding legs. But Esau, he wants it all, man. He wants the goddamn the wood panels that you laid down and you have a wood floor, man. He wants the land that you want. A lot of you niggas say, oh, I'll run the block. This is our neighborhood. You gotta come and check in with us if you want to. Man, none of you niggas own the land that your house is built on, man. All you niggas got landlords. You don't pay no land tax. A lot of you niggas don't even pay no land tax, man. Saying that that's your land, man. That's why when Esau comes through, you niggas scatter like roaches. Oh, here comes gentrification, man. You know? And that's what shows you how bugged out our people are, man. Reminds me of the story in the Old Testament. They come pronounce Shibboleth or Shibboleth. You know? That's how you niggas is, man. Territorial. You know? And it's like counterproductive when the territory that you claim ain't even yours, man. You see how Esau is? If he wants something and see something, he gonna bomb that shit to the Stone Age before he sends in his economic hitman, cause all kinds of chaos, uproars to the people. They say, oh, we have the solution. We're gonna liberate these people. And that's their, what do they call it, modus operandi, to come in and try to subjugate a nation, man. Same thing they were doing in Ukraine, Iraq, Iran, Syria, Libya, all these nations, man. With what did
people that's running everything is known as the Illuminati. All right, the top of the top, man. Okay, the richest bloodlines on the planet, and they make money off of whoever wins or loses the war. Either way, they're making money, man, because they own the money system. You know, when they crash the world economy and they bring in the digital economy, who you think is going to own that? It's the same people that own the paper money, man. Why you think all these nations deal in paper fucking money? All right, because the elites, the bankers, bro, they fucking own every damn thing. That's why they're gonna be able to bring this chip, to roll this chip out to the world, man. Because every one of these fucking leaders and countries are underneath the Illuminati, man. That elite.
This is Psalms chapter 64, verse 1. To the chief musician in Psalm of Dawadah, hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
Right. What's an insurrection? It's an overthrow, man. Esau wants to overthrow the earth. It says what? Go into somebody go into Isaiah 14. You know that they have these secret councils, and what's the secret council, man? To bring complete chaos and disorder to the earth. All right, collapse the economy, you know, should even cause a world war. Fuck it, why not, man? They fund all sides of every war.
Matter of fact, this war, World War III, has already been planned 100 years prior, man. They already had World War I planned out. They had World War II planned out. Okay, we're gonna come out World War I. The end result is gonna be the League of Nations. It's all wrong. The League of Nations, World War II, the United Nations, and now World War III is gonna be whatever they coined the NWO, man. With what is the guy named Albert Pike? No, we already had these things planned. Now they're just putting it into motion, man.
You want Isaiah 14?
Yeah.
Where you want to start? You want to start the point?
Start from the top.
This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel.
See, here the thing is, man. When you go into Revelation, chapter 6, it tells you that there was a red horse and power. Actually, just get it. Go to Revelation 64. Let me get a water too.
Well, flavor they want,
Flavor. Can I get one up?
Revelation 6 and 4, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
Right. How was power given to him to take peace from the earth, man? Okay. Through the blessing of his forefather Esau, right? Esau is Edom. Through that blessing, which was a sword, he had power to take peace from the earth.
Genesis chapter 27, verse 39, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above.
Which is why you see Edomites in the best of every land. That's why if you go to Cancun, you're going to see Issacharites catering to these Edomites in these different hotels and different resorts and stuff like that. You go to the Bahamas, you go to Jamaica, you go anywhere, man. Okay, the best parts of those lands, you're just gonna have resorts and spas and casinos and shit ran by Edomites. Restaurants, you know what I'm saying? And all the servants are gonna be the fucking locals. All right, the locals are living in the shit. All right, and Esau, he goes and he has a vacation house. You know, when it gets too cold, where the hell he lives, he's gonna go down to Mexico to his vacation house and have fucking Issacharites rub his feet. Good.
And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
Right, and so there's a power struggle between